episode 1, so Source Anime. It felt pretty mediocre, to be honest. I read the manga before, chapter 1, before I did this. And they changed the order. I mean, I haven't read that much of the manga for first chapter, but in the manga, they start out right away with this, like, political, talking about the thing. Here's the dance part, right, and he meets this super sexy belly dancer that he wants to see more of, but yeah, she didn't appear. This, like, just a typical push you on the sound right there. But obviously the best part of the episode. No, but actually it was a pretty good character. Classic character though in the anime, right? This anime, I'm doing this review right now. The first impression more than a review, right? I feel. Obviously review as well, but my first impression. And then I'm probably gonna watch another like 3-4 episodes before I do another review. Then I'll talk about should drop it or not. Because this is hard to say, I feel, right now. Because it's very like, it's definitely shonen, definitely a lot of Magi vibe. But the opening in Magi that's better. But the Magi vibe. Some more typical political drama like Kingdoms. But Kingdoms, I would say, is better in the beginning. Yeah, I feel like it had a weak start here, to be honest. Like, that's why I didn't like this thing. Actually, it felt more perfect in the manga. He has a flashback. It's not enough fleshed out. It feels like there's this woman they try to save. I mean, yes, he has some characterization here, but it's his mother. This is some random person. I don't think so. You know, whatever. Yeah, so maybe better fleshed out more. So fit more for the character. He has some political drama starting. But yeah, it's very hard to say. Obviously, it's a pure build-up episode in a way. The action was very tight, right? He stops like a random burglar guy and then beats his random guys with his birds. It's a little cool, but it's hard to say if that's going to be that this anime's action scene, I guess, will be more spectacular. But it feels like, yeah, or maybe not. I don't know. The thing that I didn't like the episode at all, and I really didn't like that, and that's why I'm saying, is this a shonen, right? And that was the political end of this thing. Like, I expected them, to arrive with the arrows, right? Classic false flag. You attack your own people, claim, and, blame the board people, right? Blame the people on the board. Oh, it should stop be with shit. Typical false flag. And they get there with the false flag thing. And those random assassin guys, right? And they get there, and it's like, oh, he listen to half hour speaking, then you turn around. And I really didn't like that. Honestly, guys, I really didn't like that. I would much rather see just completely ignore something, completely remove that shit, and get to the court of this the emperor, whatever, right? Of Romalania, whatever they called, yeah. And Mahmut, those guys come from. They're from like Turkey, or they say like Turkey, or yeah, the country's called like Turkey instead of Turkey, pretty much, right? And they go to Romalia, which is, I guess, quite close to to, of course, what's called modern. I mean, really modern day Turkey, right? And I guess they're kind of the Ottoman Empire. But that thing, though, it surprised me. I mean, you look at the map here, this kind of looks like, yeah, medieval, medieval storyline, or more like, maybe a little later after the medieval time, 13th, 14th century, maybe. See the map there and so on, right? And they have that thing going for them. I don't know. It's like, oh yeah, I guess it's kind of like the border of obviously Turkish Europe and Turkey and Ottoman Empire, going into Serbia and Bosnia. I guess they're gonna war there. Wherever the Ottoman Empire was huge during this time, pretty much, right? I guess it's taking place. But they seem to be weaker than the neighbor, and that was the bad. However, though, obviously it would be fun anime if you follow the strongest country, the biggest country. Yeah, I guess so. What I didn't like that again, that is that it felt like okay, it's gonna be shonen. It's gonna see this guy. It's gonna be shonen like history battle thing in like in Turkey and in Ottoman Empire, right? And then they kind of hint that it's now it's a political drama thing more. Like it has the reason this, has the armies, the open hand of that. I don't like that. So I don't think that's at all. But that's my point, right? What I did like that because instead of having like a political discussion, like these arrows are fake, these are arrows, and I want him to get into that court, right, and argue that you attacked us because we have this and this evidence. I want to see that thing, right? And then they're like, well, okay, maybe we would attack you if you give us this artifact or whatever. There's weird political drama. Oh, give us that thing, or maybe whatever. You want to see that thing, but it's completely skipped that. It's completely ignored it. They were like, whatever. Random assassin guys arrived. They're really bad, and it's like whatever. They argued for like 1 second, and they just jump over the whole political argument, right? And I still feel that anime is kind of going the political route somewhat. So I'm very like, that was very off-putting to me. The last like 5 minutes of very, very off-putting. With DC is very if days or the past, of course, and then of course we get into like the he has problem with ladies somewhat, right? He's cute, but he's very serious. He wants to be, he's against war, of course, yada yada. But yeah, but that thing is made me so confused. And I was on ball like for the first like 15 minutes or so. The last 5 minutes, I was like, what's happening? Why did he use that these random bad assassins? And even so, I would like them to go in there and say, oh, blaming this, Lewis, trying to do that thing, create some, tension, trying to get him to, lose his, whatever he is, some kind of duke or something, whatever, right? Government position he has, and yada yada. But he's like, no, just skip that. He just went back to the whole thing again. And also, he didn't set up anything. He set up that Lewis hates them. Obviously, he hates the main character, Mahmoud. Or, yeah, I guess it's called that. They say it really weird in the anime, but I think it's a bit. I'll probably say like Mahmoud or Mahmet. Yeah, Mahmet probably. But the anime they say some Japanese shit really weird. So it's like it's really something like that's probably how you would say it, right? But anyway, they kind of go just completely back there, and it's like okay, I guess setting up that Lewis is gonna go for revenge one day, I suppose, right? But that's the only thing. Right? They don't set up like him going back and meeting up this like belly dancer again. And he's like, oh god, how can I be this lady? So that's like a setup, or like okay, this him and his purple guy, they're gonna fight about political pasha powers now, or it doesn't set up anything actually back at where it started. It just stops that he has one enemy now, at other country. But that's very like serious on the because he didn't get the political attention though, where he was trying to like blame him because he knew it was Lewis that did it, right? He knew it was Lewis, and we didn't get him to say that. I felt so. It's like, oh, he really did do it, but didn't like blame Lewis. You said, was an accent on the right. So yeah, I felt that they didn't set it up enough at all. Yeah, just ignoring the whole political thing. That made it really weak to me. So right now on Edge, I would honestly would recommend it right now. Probably not actually. I was like, no, it's like 5 out of 10 for me. First episode, but I'm gonna watch it on like 2-3 episodes at least. Then I'm doing another longer video, but I just go over the whole because it's kind of short, right? So you kind of have to give it a few episodes at least to kind of set up the main character, get in the other, whatever, maybe the belly dancer, get in some more the female character. She's like, the female protagonist, main protagonist, you get both male and female, maybe some best friend, right? I don't know, and if it's kind of showing right. Or the political drama or something, but that's skip over it completely. I'm worried that they kind of have this notion of, it's the political drama, but it actually isn't. Because you don't write out the political drama. You just pretend it happened on off-screening political drama part, so no. But anyway, yeah. I'll see you guys, and I'll have more, I'll like 4 episodes or so I can have a good image of if you should watch it or drop this anime. But I'm feeling it's kind of dropped right now. So yes, I'm kind of edge of it.